One small addition to a bike can make a big difference, especially if you have a budget derailleur. This is a Shimano Tourney, and in the Shimano world, now that has changed a bit in 2024. We now have Shimano Qs. They've kind of revamped their lineup. But in the traditional big box Shimano derailleur world, and I would say ongoing for probably the next 2 to 3 years at least, you'll still see stuff like this. I still see these on entry-level bike shop bikes. So you see the Shimano Tourney, and they're fine. They do a good job. There's some tension naturally built into this, but there's not enough anything other than smooth trails. The back of that bike is going to bounce down, and this is going to release tension, and you're going to drop a chain. Sometimes it just hops between the rear gears on the back, but you get on a rough enough trail, and a derailleur like this will lose tension enough that you'll drop your chain up on the chain ring up front. And that's been happening to me on my e-mountain bike. We'll talk about that in just a second. First, I want to tell you where the Tourney sits in the Shimano lineup, the traditional Shimano lineup, and it was broken into segments. There is the Shimano basic derailleurs where the Tourney sits, and then there's the Shimano entry level, and then it just works on up. And in the basic world of Shimano, and in the big box world, we'll keep seeing these and the others, because there's the Tourney at the bottom, and there's multiple levels of Tourney. There's the Tourney TX, the Tourney TZ, the TY. One of them, I can't remember which number, is called the flat face. The flat face is, oh my gosh, I used to remove those left and right. These I tend to keep on until I can afford to make a change, but those flat face, about 10 years ago, they were the bane of big box mountain bike existence. But it's improved. But still, you have the Tourneys, the Altus, then the Acura, and that was what they called their basic derailleurs. So that should tell you something. They're telling you these are basic, and then you would move up to Shimano's entry level, meaning it should be entry level mountain bike, right? Yeah, it kind of is, and it has the tension to help it not jump gears back here, even on moderately rough trails, or at least over roots and things like that, like I find out here at Wildwood. The problem is this isn't clutched, because there is no clutch. There's no increased tension. There's only the set amount, and it will give over rough terrain, even this entry level Alivio. And the problem this gives me is because it is dropping the chain up front. That's happening at a specific point on every ride out here at Wildwood. I can drop that chain, well, usually drop it 2 to 3 times on a ride, and this Bafang M510, with its 95 Newton meters of torque, when the chain does drop, it will drop inside there, right in here, and wedge between the chain ring and the face of the motor. And it will, I'm telling you, as the local bike shop manager put it, these KMC chains are tough. They can handle e-mountain bikes with high torque motors. If it were any other chain, I have had extra person. I've had 1 or 2 people, one holding the bike and me and someone else with sticks on the trail wedging down in here trying to break the chain out because it will get caught in the back here, and the torque of that motor will just pinch it in. This chain has held up, but it is dropping on pretty much every ride that's a group ride where I'm having some fun and pushing it just a little harder. I will drop the chain, not at the back, but up front, and that's all because that derailleur doesn't have enough tension to keep tension on the chain. You can actually see, got a little bit of chain slap in there, not a whole lot, but it still does drop. So my solution, I do have the group set, but I wanted to go on a ride, and I hadn't changed that out yet. So what am I gonna do? I hunted up, really borrowed off of another bike. I borrowed a chain guide, and yes, that is not proper. This should be down here, and it should be sitting to where this kind of encloses that entire area. But this is an e-mountain bike. I have a cable there. That's my dropper post cable. I need that. I need my dropper post. So I had to mount this up and kind of make do. I just wanted to see, but believe it or not, even like that, just that little bit means I can ride anywhere on the trails out here, and I don't get a chain drop anymore. So basically, I upgraded my derailleur without having to upgrade it simply by putting on a chain guide. And you can buy these as cheap as $10 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description to the one that I purchased that will be going on this bike. It was, I think, $19, $18 or $19 with the coupon. So how about that? Just a simple addition, even kind of hodgepodged in there, Alabama engineered. It still works. No more wedging my chain out of here on the inside. I'm telling you. I mean, it took multiple people. I'm not making that up. This would pinch it in. At one point, we didn't even think we were going to get it out, but somehow we did, and somehow it hasn't broken this KMC chain. So yay for KMC chain, especially when you get to e-mountain bikes. How about that? Have you ever used a chain guide, even an improperly installed one, to keep chain drops from happening up front? Because that's what I used to do, or I used to notice when I would do my bounce test. I would bounce the back of the bike and show how much play is there, and it would jump around on the gears back there. But more often than not, it would drop the chain on the inside here. And that's today's video topic. Comment below, have you ever upgraded your drivetrain without actually having to upgrade your drivetrain? As long as this isn't bouncing outside of the gears or bouncing between gears, and yeah, still have the dork disc, and if that were a Tourney, that would be bouncing the chain all up in that and down in here. So yeah, they have a reason. But drivetrain wise, you can actually upgrade, as long as that's not happening. If you're only having chain drops up on the front up here, you can upgrade your group set with just a chain guide for under $20, sometimes under $10. This one actually was borrowed off of a Hyper mountain bike. They've gotten to where they're putting them on all their mountain bikes, even their budget ones, their big box ones. So yay for them, and yay for chain guides. A major difference. I mean, I could milk this for as long as I want without having to upgrade back here. You know, take the chain off, put the derailleur on, adjust it and all that. I do have a micro shift though. Oop, I'm giving away some of the stuff here on Project E in its final form. That's today's video. Comment below. Thank you for watching. I really want your opinions on this. And can you believe that that actually worked? Which is this little tab holding in, but it actually does. And I can't tell you, I have it filmed multiple times. I mean, every ride I try to video out here, but they're usually night rides and GoPro footage. It's horrible on night rides. So unless I can go and find some of that footage to edit in, but I'm telling you, this would drop on the inside and pinch back here on every ride, sometimes multiple times per ride. Now it's fixed, super easy. I've already ordered the part to make it official. Of course, that might come along with the group set just as a byproduct. But either way, I could put that on there and ride this Alivio to my heart's content. Just deal with a little bit of chip in there and have more fun. Comment below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.